Chapter 3. Back at home, Shannon had left work early, and because of the heavy snow, the schools were closing right after lunch. She wanted to get home before the kids arrived. As she was driving along the slippery street, her cell phone rang. "Hello," she said. "Miss Van, we missed your kids at school today and just wanted to see if you need anything." "Are they sick?" said the principal, Mr. Harvey. "Why, Mr. Harvey, what do you mean?" questioned Shannon. "All three kids got on the bus early this morning. Are you saying they're not there?" "Miss Van, they haven't been here at all today," explained Mr. Harvey. Shannon almost dropped the phone, and her hands started shaking uncontrollably. "I've got to go, Mr. Harvey. Something is wrong," Shannon shouted out. Quickly, Shannon dialed Mr. Matt's phone number. At this point, she was hysterical. When Mr. Matt answered the phone, he could hardly make out what she was saying. "Shannon, slow down. I can't understand you," he said. My babies, I don't know where they are," she sobbed. "They're missing. They didn't go to school today, and they're in so much trouble. You just wait till I get them home. Oh, my babies, where are my babies?" Mr. Matt said, "Shan, don't jump to the wrong conclusions. I'm sure they're just fine. I'll take the cruiser out and find them." When Mr. Matt got off the phone, he rubbed his face, dropped his head for a brief moment. He said a little prayer and he grabbed his coat. His heart was beating out of his chest. His vision was blurred because of the tears, and his mind was thinking about what might have happened to them. Shannon sat down in a chair in front of her small but beautifully decorated Christmas tree and started crying. Polar Bear jumped in her lap. Shannon picked up the sweet little kitten and held the tiny creature close to her aching heart. In the background, she heard the sound of Silent Night playing softly on the radio. "Mom!" cried Shannon. She reached for the phone and did what she always does when she's scared. She called me, her mom. When I answered the phone, I knew right away something was terribly wrong, and before Shannon could finish her first sentence, I was heading out of the door to my car. As I ran down the sidewalk, my foot hit a patch of ice, and before I knew it, my feet went up in the air and my bottom hit the ground so hard my teeth rattled. Thank goodness the snow was so deep it broke my fall. I slowly got back on my feet, and by this time my hair was frozen and my glasses were covered with snow. I'm sure that's why I didn't see the snowbank ahead of me. Wham! I went down face first into a heaping pile of snow. I soon realized my face was buried in a white mess. As I came up for air, I couldn't see at all. My glasses had fallen off into the snowdrift. "Okay, I can do this," I said to myself. I finally made my way to the car, yanked on the partly frozen door. It took all of my strength to open it. My scarf got caught in the door, and as I pulled it to close it, my head slammed into the driver's side window. "Yikes, that hurt!" I shouted. Finally, I put my key into the ignition, started the car, and slowly backed out of the icy driveway. I put my foot on the brakes before entering the street. My car quickly slid into my neighbor's trash cans, and as my neighbor ran out of the house, I stomped hard on the gas. One of the trash cans flew up in the air with trash coming down like rain all over my neighbor. He had eggshells on top of his head, and his shirt was covered with kitty litter. He was not a happy camper. I would have to deal with him later. Finally, I made it out and drove cautiously down the snow-covered street to my daughter's house. My heart was heavy with fear.